Right, here it is, September 26, 2023. Time now is 5:47 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Civic Center Mall this morning, which is a Tuesday morning, and see if we can see if anything's changed. Has anything been fixed that's been down? I'm going to check that out. Also today I'm filming with the Blackmagic Design Camera App, a new app that was just released within the last few weeks or so by Blackmagic Design. It's a free app. It's a very capable app, so for many people this may replace Filmic Pro. Though Filmic Pro has an edge in a few areas, Filmic Pro can control the Zhiyun Smooth 5 Gimbal, which the Blackmagic app does not, or it can be controlled from the gimbal, but that's not that big of a deal. So anyway, that sets the stage. Let's go down through here. The exposure on this is a little bit high, so it's a little bit brighter looking here on the actual video than it is in as I'm standing down here. As we can see over here, it's kind of dark, but you can see right there that they have yet to fix the lighting around the 360-degree turquoise planter, whereas you look over here, you can see it's all lit up nicely. Same for the first one, but this third one is down, and unfortunately now the fourth little planter here is going down too. So it looks like it's just going to be a matter of time till all this 360-degree lighting around these turquoise planter just totally fails. That seems to be the way we're headed. And here, the yearling statue, this lighting is pretty good on the base, but the upper lighting on the horses themselves, as I've complained about numerous times, is insufficient for a really professional presentation, I think, down here. And the back door and restaurant lounge, a new development here, is they've added a sign. Gives them a little bit more prominent advertising down through here up there. And I think it's doing well. The Old Town Tavern here, just coming into its prime season here, October through March will be its 6 most lucrative months here, I believe, especially March when you hit spring training. That may be the best month of the year, profits wise. So let's move on down through here. We're in the West Paseo now. We're going to move down to the West Bowl and on across the area. And see what's what down through here, see what's looking good, see what needs improvement. Again, architectural lighting on the little museum schoolhouse here should be implemented. I think it takes away from the area to have this as a dead spot here. Then we have Phil Scott and his wife Helen here in their old Mqll old mod statue there, in a prominent location. Here the back door's got their advertising out, letting people know what they're all about, the food they have, live music presentations, and so they're really pushing to up their game there and keep that as a prominent location for people to come and enjoy down here in the West Paseo in the Scottsdale Civic Center Mall. So we'll move on down. This morning sunrise is at 6:18 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is about half an hour away for astronomical sunrise there. And let me see something here. Coming up on 5 minutes on this segment here. I may break this into 6-minute segments just to make it easier in post-production to upload and deal with the shorter video segments. Right as we enter the West Bowl, one of the things over here to make note of is that this first turquoise planter, it still has about 20% or so of it that's failed. I thought it used to be more, so I don't know if it's popping on and off or what's going on with it, but you can see over here, this turquoise planter is failed around the bottom there. So I don't know what they're going to do about these planters. I think all that's just failing. Alright, I'm on 6 minutes here now, so I'm going to pause this and then I'll start a fresh segment up here after this. Alrighty. Right, here I am on segment 2 now. And let's move on down this way. Adjust my gimbal a little bit here. Back over here, the A-line bar is slowly coming along. Not exactly breaking any records here on getting this thing fixed up, but it's kind of dark now to see it, but it's still got a little ways to go. I think they're making internal improvements there and getting that construction moved along. Back over here, you can see, whoops, a little bit. This turquoise planter is also failing. It used to be that this one was totally in good shape and good, but you can see here the lighting is starting to fail on this too, so I don't know what the city is going to do about that, if they're going to do anything at all, or if it's just all going to fail and then that's the end of that. Money spent on those is kind of going to waste, it seems. Alrighty, so let's go back over here by the 360-degree canopy. And canopy's looking nice this morning right there. It's going around this way. Cross up under the canopy. Sun's starting to climb towards the horizon there this morning. It's actually a beautiful morning. I think the temperature's probably around 70 degrees or so down here. I think the high today is supposed to be around 98 to 100, and then this next week we may drop down into the 80s as October comes on and start moving into the cooler time of the year through here. You see down here, down on the other end, the canopy down there is not lit up very well at all. Just kind of a little bit lit up. And let's go over here and we'll walk through the Marshall Gardens. One thing I did notice down here this morning is they have the uplighting for the fountains in front of City Hall has been turned on here, so that looks nice. Nice to see that on in the morning too. Usually, lately it's only been on in the evening, but for this morning it's on. Back over here, the Marshall Gardens is still something that I think is underwhelming, to say the least. This should have been more attention should have been paid to this, and it should have been implemented in a much more professional, nicer fashion. It's just too dark, and it doesn't really stand out as an interesting area at all. So, but I've bellyached about that quite a bit, so won't waste my time on that this morning. Move on down through the Botanic Gardens, and the heat of the summer is taking its toll on the Botanic Gardens. You see a lot of plants or little cactuses that have kind of gone south. I don't know if this shows up here, but it doesn't look like it does. But this agave or whatever that is, kind of taking it on the chin. Some of the other cacti down through here is drooping, like this one's drooping here. Again, they not exactly the best light for showing some of this stuff. You can see this one's failed totally down here, falling over. These are really going south. And let's move on down. Let me see. I'm on 4.5 minutes right now in this segment. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. As we can see up here, you can see the uplighting is on in the fountain over here. Got some maintenance workers down here. Looks like maintenance workers back over here. The grass out here on this central civic lawn area is again going south. They just replaced this a few months back, and now it's all dying back off again. So they're going to have to come up with some remedy for that. You're going to be replacing grass every 3 months there. They got a lot of events coming up here in the near future that they're planning for this fall into the winter season down here. So that'll see a lot of usage. Back out here, this looks nice. I'm glad they have the uplighting on this in the morning. I think it makes a better presentation. Makes it look nice down here to have this uplighting on here in front of City Hall. And over here, same thing. Don Quixote back there, and the lighting here is looking nice. So this is good. Guys out here getting ready to do some work on this grass area. Like I said, it's taking it on the chin. We need to right, I'm on 6 minutes again, so I'm going to pause this and then start up a third segment. Alrighty. Right here I'm on a third segment. One other thing I noticed down here as I was doing a pre-walkthrough is over here where they have the water and fog plaza. They have the little uplights turned on this morning. They're not shooting any water or anything up, but they just have the lights turned on, so that's kind of nice. Gives the area a little bit more presence than just having them shut off. But you can see the lights are on here on this. They're even kind of fading on and off there for some reason. And back over here we have the love statue. Workers looking at the grass, seeing what they need to do there. We can walk back down through here, see what's going on. And we're here by the library. So we got these lights on here. Over here, the children's garden. And there could be more lighting on the children's garden, I think, than there is. Also, on the two canopies that are down here, for some reason, the lighting is turned off this morning. So sometimes something's turned off, sometimes something's turned on. All the fans are off on the canopy now, but you might not really need it this time of the year. And the children's playground here, which interfaces with the library back over here. And they have the youth entrance to the library right there, so it's nice. Kids can interface with the library there. That's kind of cool. And they have this nice soft foamy surface. It's very, very bouncy. And then up here we have this canopy, which for some reason the upper part of the canopy is not lit up this morning, so it's hard to tell exactly what the different reasons are for all of this lighting being on and off. But this looks nice down here. This grass is holding up pretty good, I think, because basically nobody walks on this grass down here very much. It's more on its own in this area down here. So this is a walkthrough of the whole Civic Center Mall, and that's what we got. A lot of stuff hasn't really changed. There's stuff that needs to be fixed, repaired, brought up to a higher level and standard. If there was somebody that has oversight of this area, hopefully they have things planned to implement some changes down here to make this the level that it should be for the citizens of Scottsdale. At least that's my hope. But, you know, government, mysterious in the ways it moves, or not. And of course the new bathroom down here. Very nice facility for the area. It looks like they've opened the doors on the restroom. One thing down here is you have some homeless people that are hanging out at the bathroom quite a bit, which seems to be sort of paradigm across the country here and there. Wherever there's like a public restroom, it seems to attract the homeless. But it's just part of the dynamics of a society that's in need of some help on just about every level. Let's see, we got a runner out here. Working with his dog. And here we have the morning view of the canopy right there. Another statue back over here. I'm going to turn around and get a picture of the front of that. Very popular attraction down here, probably one of the most photogenic spots for people to come to, and people like to come down here and take their picture in front of it, or let their kids climb up into the letters themselves and shoot photos of their kids there. So looks nice. It's probably the biggest attraction down here for most people. Right, I think I'm going to pause this. This is about another 6-minute segment here. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go back down by the A-line bar and see what's happening down there this morning. Maybe as the lights up, I can get a little bit better shot of that. Alrighty. Right, here I am coming up on the A-line construction site here. Again, we can see right down here this one turquoise planter. The lighting on that is failing, as I noted earlier in my tour down through here. Some of the workers showing up, getting ready to get to work on this building. They are getting a lot of their framing done and whatnot, but it still has a ways to go, and there's probably a lot of internal stuff that needs to be done to move this along. But we're coming into October here pretty soon, so if they want to be, I would think they would want to be open by November or Thanksgiving. Then for sure be ready for the new year. January, February, March, lucrative months for the restaurants and bars and different venues that are down here. You don't want to miss that, I don't think, for a new business. But this is what we have this morning here. I'm pretty happy with the new Blackmagic Design Cam App here. It's very capable. It has a lot of the same capabilities as Filmic Pro. It has ProRes and the different flavors of ProRes, which is super. The 2020 color space, which is important when you're filming with iPhones that are capable of using that format. So very nice app, and the fact that it's free, all the better. Or at least it's free for now. I don't know if in the future they'll charge, but even a modest charge for it. The main purpose of it, I think, is it interfaces with Black Design DaVinci Resolve, which is an editing and color space program, and they have a whole network, plus their professional 4K and 6K cameras, which all tie into their system. And if you have a Blackmagic iCloud or cloud account, you can upload your footage to the cloud, and it'll go right into DaVinci Resolve for editing and whatnot, which is great if you're on a team and you have multiple people out shooting video. Has great capabilities for teamwork, and so that's a big plus of it for the people that own the DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve, that's right, I think. Cameras themselves or whatnot. I'm just babbling now, but I'm going to go up here and cut this short. And this might be it for today. Not really, a whole lot different down here since construction's completed. It's just a matter of, are they going to be able to upkeep the area to the degree that makes it a professional level maintained civic center, and not just some hodgepodge of stuff falling apart down here. But that's on the shoulders of the city to prove that they can do that. So we'll see in the future. This is probably my only last foray down here in September. Once October comes, I'll try to do some more filming down here. There's a number of events planned for the area and for the Performing Arts Building. Some really nice concerts and stuff that will be held down here. I think the city plans on 70 plus events across their parks and areas down here over the fall and winter session. And right there, the lighting just went off on the canopy, and so this is what we got down here on September 26, 2023. Time now is 6:10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to call this quits for the day, and I just wanted to get in this one more trip down here before September comes to a close. Alrighty, I think I've babbled enough now.